You were Mr. Samuels.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're charged with failure to identify oneself for a peace officer while being a fugitive from justice. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 28, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a suspicious person call on Montgomery Road in Harris County, Texas. The officer arrived on scene and was informed by the caller that there was a male at the above location that had a warrant and that he was sitting on the steps in front of the apartment. When the officer arrived, he did not observe a male on the steps, so he knocked on an apartment and the defendant answered the door. The officer told him he received a call at the location and asked him to identify himself. The defendant stated his name was Lavante Samuels with a date of birth of December 7th with no year given. The officer had officers on scene run the defendant NCIC, TCIC, and nothing came back. The officer asked the defendant again for his name, and he informed him the same name. An assisting officer on scene informed him that the defendant was the wanted person, so the officer detained the defendant. The officer placed the defendant in handcuffs and thoroughly searched him before placing him in the back of the patrol vehicle and was shown the defendant's mugshot and asked the defendant again if he would tell me his correct name, and he proceeded to tell the officer that I already got it. So I asked for a unit with a mobile AFIS, and the officer used the mobile AFIS and was waiting on the defendant, who then stated his name was Bobby Samuels. The officer then had dispatch confirm the warrant, and the defendant stated that he had told him the wrong name because he knew he had a warrant. The warrant was confirmed, and the officer took the defendant into custody.
So you had an open felony warrant?
I'm trying to find what it was. It was an AFM warrant, an assault family member. I'm trying to see where it's.
It's a felony warrant.
It's a felony warrant, Your Honor.
Mr. Samuels, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm not putting any conditions on your bond. Just be careful. Don't pick up any new cases. I'm going to protect my community. If I find that you pick up a new case, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? No more PR bonds. Do you have the ability to hire lawyers, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll have you fill out an application. I'll have Deputy Miranda give you one. I'll take a look. I'll have you sign a receipt with Ramona. We'll have you fill out the application. I'll take a look, see whether you qualify.